Mount Rugged is strangely atmospheric. Standing by this waterfall in the middle of the mountains and just listening to it go. It's good stuff. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Paper Mario. Last time, we arrived at Mount Rugged and got ourselves a new party member in Particary. This time, remember when I said that we couldn't head back to Toad Town for a little while? It's been a little while. We're gonna head back to Toad Town real quick and take care of his letters. We got some letters that he wanted to deliver. We're gonna do that really quick and do a few other things while we're in town. I wanna go into the bushes around here, get my egg. We can ditch this mushroom, it's the exact same item, just not as good. And now the train has been turned around, so now that we have Paracary, Cooper is officially outclassed because if you can fly, it automatically makes you better than everybody else. And, because Paracary's flying, does that mean that he's having to like flap to keep up with the train at all times because his feet aren't planted on the ground? Or is he just kind of letting the railing push him along? I'm not sure how the physics for that would even work. There are many uses for eggs. You can even cook them. You get a fried egg, restores 10 HP. Come back again anytime, hon. I look forward to it. One of those letters belonged to Merlin. You are Merlin, correct? The name's Paracary. I deliver letters. I believe I have one. I have one for you. Hang on a moment. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. Who's it from? Oh, my granddaughter Merlee. She's recently entered the family business. Is that so? Oh, I see. Interesting. She opened up her business at Dry Outpost deep in the desert. It's located somewhere quiet off the main drag. She seems to be keeping busy. That's good to hear. Thanks so much for bringing in this letter. I'll give you this. You don't really get along with your child, do you? If we ever forget, which I may or may not have done, you can always check them inside of the menu. We have a letter to Colorado and a letter to Goompapa in Goomba Village. I don't think I want to walk back that far and do too much. I just kind of want to keep it to Toad Town right now, but we could if we wanted to. I was thinking about buying something with our star pieces, but rather, I can now afford Speedy Spin. That's gonna be helpful. It's only one badge point, and it increases the distance that we spin with a spin dash. Has good synergy with Dizzy Attack. Woohoo, look at that! Just look at it, it's a thing of beauty. And that is everything I wish to do inside of Toad Town city limits. With a new party member by our side, it'll make this a safer ride. I didn't even intend that. And we're back on top of the mountain, gonna zoom through this place. Only needed 2 spin dashes to clear the rest of that screen. The first and foremost thing that I wanna do, whoa, okay, yeah, I didn't even need to worry about you, is smash this block. Wahoo! I'm Wacka. Just another picture-perfect day atop Mount Rugged. Woo! The sunshine, the fresh air, so refreshing, Wackadoo. You don't have anything else to say? Goombario, what is your opinion on Wacka? Isn't he cute? He's a Wacka. When you hit Wackas, they get bumps that fall off. I heard they're yummy. You know, I'm not normally into hitting Wackas, but once I heard of their tasty bumps, I got the urge to whack them. Goombario, you have murder on your mind. Thankfully, you don't have arms, but I do! Whack out! Don't hit me! The Wackas bump. 25 HP and 25 FP. Who could resist mutilating such a gorgeous creature? This is how environmentally unfriendly things get started. I think I'll throw away the spicy soup. That's not terribly good. Well, nah, honey syrup, that can go. Throw that away. We have a lot of good items that we need to use. There is a little bit more to Wacka, so you can leave the room and come back. He will still be here. But after the 8th Wacka's bump in a single playthrough, he permanently goes away and will not return. Which, 8 of these suckers, you're being a dick if you take that many. I was mashing B as a kid to get through the text boxes quickly because I didn't like reading, so I didn't see him say that he was going to go away. I thought I actually killed him and it horrified me. Over here, finally, Quake Hammer Badge. Slightly damages all enemies on the ground or ceiling. Just now, if you thought the hammer seemed kind of underwhelming, well, it was. But Let me tell you, this thing is awesome. It's 1 badge point. It's a really, really good badge, and I'm excited to show it. We'll do that in just a moment. There's also data in the game for Waka to eventually fight you. He was sadly never finished, so the fight isn't actually playable. He doesn't have moves. But optional bosses are cool in my book, and I like the idea of them getting some revenge on you for being greedy. It's just kind of sad how they're hunted to extinction this way. Speaking of sad, I didn't actually get to demonstrate anything. That seems to be a problem with me. Bombette, you're just too darn good at first striking, and I can't really seem to get a... Oh, God! Ah! Well, I certainly ain't too good for that. Ah, I missed, okay. Quake Hammer, 2 FP, 1 badge point, and... 2 damage spread. Not affected by defense. It's amazing. This is gonna be one of your bread and butter badges and one of the best reasons to use the hammer going forward. Love this thing so much. The only downside is that it's not affected by damage modifiers, so if you have the ability to raise your damage through other means, Quake Hammer won't be affected by that. It just does 2 damage spread. Oh. Oh, you're talking to me. I don't see anyone else here. All right, you are talking to me. It's been a long while since I first came here from my home in Flower Fields. But you're still the very first person to speak a word to me. Nobody ever notices me. Few people I actually see just think I'm blooming. I love a good conversation. Here, take this as thanks. This is a precious seed. Keep it well and remember me. I didn't even say anything. Conversation can be easy. Please grow my seed with care. It'll help you one day. Mario does well and gets along with talkers because he's, you know, more of a listener than anything else. That Monimo is ripe for the plucking. Or, ripe for the plucking. That might be offensive to the bubble. You're not going back in that hole, are you? Can you even do that? I don't think you can. No, get you! Thank you! Whoa! That was cool. 1 star point. I was interrupted a little bit early there before I was truly done talking about Waka. If you do hack the fight into being playable, Goombario can tattle him. His log is as is. This is a Waka. The bump on its head looks like a donut hole. You probably shouldn't have hit him so much. He looks a little peeved. The only other thing I want to tell you about Waka as we ride the slide on over to the other part of the mountain is that Bombette is bad for Waka. She counts as 2 of those 8 hits and you don't get a bump for it. At all costs, do not experiment with Bombette on him because there is no point. We saw something else over here that we could not clear this gap with. Paracarry, you do your thing, you get us over, thank you. Star piece, and some coins too, I guess. You can't hurt me while I'm in a cutscene. That is all the collectibles with Paracarry that I wanted to go around the world and get, including here on Mr. Rugged, so let's go on. Mr. Rugged be like anyway? I'm picturing a Chad with a short beard. Oh gosh, get up, back up there. I slipped off because I was so distracted while thinking about how attractive such a person would be. Paracarry, I'll equip Shrink Stomp with my 1 extra BP. I was thinking about that a little bit, I think that's what I want to do. Was there a heart block down here? Does not seem so. Avoided any fights, too? Someday we'll get to see you in battle and I'll be able to resist the temptation of getting easy first strikes with Bombette. Hey there! Hold up a sec, partner. Just a darn minute. I've seen you somewhere. Yep, very similar. You look a lot like this feller Mario who's on Bowser's wanted poster. Now give, what's your name? You can answer Luigi and avoid this confrontation altogether. They will believe you. Princess Peach is not so believable. Yeah, let's go for that one. What's that? Princess Peach? You take me for a fool, kinda. Princess Peach is captured up there in Bowser's castle. You reckon I don't know that? You're asking for it, you big fibber. I'm thinking you're Mario. Prepare for your whooping. This is Buzzard. Buzzard is especially weak against Stomp, or Stomp Shrink. There it is! Your enemy's attack power is shrunk, its attack power is half of normal. Paracarry is a versatile fighter who's able to do all right damage regardless of who he's fighting, but without the high highs of other partners. Skydive can attack any enemy whatsoever, and Paracarry only takes damage if the enemy, if the enemy, gosh, what am I trying to say here? If the enemy has spikes diagonally on it, that's the only limitation. It's a great regular attack. Shell Shot, on the other hand, I probably didn't want to shrink it and do this, is 3 FP, and it hits everything. As long as you can aim this, there's no enemy that doesn't hurt. Spiked, flying, whatever. Pressing, no! You cannot guard against that attack. It's unique in that way. I think it's the only attack in the game that there's technically no guard timing against. Paracarry, how about you get lost and we bring out the big guns? Tell us all about Buzzard. This is a Buzzard. He guards Mount Rugged. Wow, that is one big bird. Max HP 40, attack power 3, defense power 0. If you get caught in the clutches of his sharp claws, you'll lose 4 HP. Try to wriggle out of his grip. His special attack is flapping his wings to create wind. This attack damages your party members too. But he was hatching eggs, wasn't he? Is it really possible that he's really a she? I wonder. You remind me of a certain Xenoblade bird that I very much like. Oh, got hit by that, okay. I think for right now, Mario, you can follow up with the Shrink Stomp again. This could be a decent use of Mario's turn, just given that we don't have any other way of doing that, and that does shorten the attack bar by quite a bit. Together with damage dodge, it won't really be taking much. Paracarry, you can come back out. I guess it doesn't make that big a difference, but hey. I'm having a hard time timing this stuff. Refresh. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Nice. Another thing about Shell Shot that I would like to talk about, this is one of those attacks where if you hack Paracarry into your party early on and were to do it again, oh, lucky, not lucky, and were to have him when you're not supposed to, many early game bosses just simply don't have any kind of reticle for him, so he can't possibly hurt them. Speaking of doing this, the game's intro does this. Paracarry is dodging Koopa Bros bullet bills in that cutscene. This can't possibly happen during gameplay. Nice, finally got it, okay. I can time against an attack after all. Probably should have had power bounce. Well, I don't think you're really that weak to power bounce though, so it's not that big a deal. On Mario's turn, we'll have the Koopa Tea. I don't have a refund on, but with us consuming cooked items, that could be pretty helpful. Boom, 5. What now, you gonna take off? Yes, you are, pressing A repeatedly. Yes, got away. That attack's not too devastating. And then, I think I'm just gonna save my my FP for Paracarry. He does 5 damage per hit. We'll be able to take it out next turn if we do that. That reticle is way easier to hit than the crap I was doing. Nope, can't pull it off. But it sure pulled off its feathers, you know? Makes sense. Last 3 FP, going to a good cause. Some bosses are actually so big that Paracarry can't even miss them with that extra man. It can be impossible to fail in some circumstances. 15 star points. That might as well have been impossible to fail. That was really big. Yow! I got whooped! Mario just sitting there smiling like a maniac. Doesn't even have any kind of reaction to it whatsoever. Let me change around my badges really quick before I forget. Shrink Stomp's not gonna be that helpful. I don't really think I want, no, I do want multi-bounce. Put on refund in its place. Here's what Buzzard says: if you are who you say you are. It's not too exciting. And then, it's a known fact that all mountains end in water towers. I'm pretty sure that's also a southern expression. Save completed. And out we go. Welcome to Dry Desert, a place that we've heard much about.
Well, hello there, old boy. How goes the travels, eh? I'm known as Colorado. I'm an archaeologist, you know. I travel the world. At the moment, I'm turning Dry Desert upside down to find the Dry ruins. My assistants have attempted to gather information in Dry Outpost, which is near. Sadly, as of yet, we're having little success. All I need is a clue, and we'll be golden.
I'm unsure if that's the voice I actually want to do for him, but I thought it could be fun. We have a letter for you. Federal crimes! No, confound it, I seem to have lost it. I'm terribly sorry. We don't want to give that letter to Colorado just yet. There's a reason for this I'll be saving for later. However, we've heard so much about your greatness from one of our own. Let's introduce him. Well, hello there, old boy. How goes the travels, eh? I'm known as Colorado. Oh, yeah, Steve-O and Outback Steakhouse. What? Whoa! You're Professor Colorado! It's Cooper! I live next to you! It's so great to see you! I never would have expected to meet up with you here! I'm right in the middle of an expedition with Mario! I want to be an archaeologist like you! Hello there, Cooper. It's been ages. So, if you're serious about taking up archaeology, you and I should go exploring someday. Anytime, really. For now, concentrate on your adventure with Mario. You'll never attain such fame in archaeology as I have if you don't finish one task before starting the next. Whoa, okay! What was arm flailing? As soon as we're done saving the princess in the Mushroom Kingdom and everything, you and I'll go exploring! Such a little fanboy, it's really cute. We're assisting Professor Colorado. Right now we're waiting on the guy who hiked over to Dry Outpost to try to bring back some information. Did you know that the people of Dry Outpost are descendants of the makers of Dry ruins? What a cool thought, huh? People have been living here watching over the ruins for many generations. To get to the desert town, Dry Outpost, just go due east on this path. I'd be careful not to stray from the path if I were you. You may find some trouble and you'll definitely get lost. Even if the path isn't safe, so watch it out for enemies. This tree is nestled in here just wrong so that we can't possibly hit it. These jerks keeping my collectibles for me. Also, they got a magic lamp, that's kind of cute. I was about to end things, but Goombario, what you say? He's the archaeologist Colorado. He's famous as both a scholar and an explorer. Unfortunately, he's also renowned for his carelessness. He's wild about treasures and ancient secrets, so he's always taking off around the world on some adventure. Much to his wife's chagrin, as we heard. Everybody gets to have a conversation with Colorado. Sorry, Bombette, you're the only one who we have not pulled out to talk to him, but you don't have any sort of interaction with him. No. What do you say? People say that excavations are as boring as you can imagine until you find something. I bet that's true. Okay, so, I know that we have only made a little bit of progress, but Dry Desert is a massive place, and there's a lot to do in it. So I think we're gonna drop things here, and next time on Paper Mario, we're gonna be thoroughly turning the sands of Dry Desert. See you guys then!